Hi, good afternoon, folks. In this video, it's part 2 from yesterday, except this time we're going to look at the worst 5 trades, I believe, in Sabres history. Coming up. All right, let's get at it. And yesterday I said I wanted to do it in 10 minutes. It took me 15. So today I'm going to say 20. I'm guessing it's going to be 15. We'll see. Who knows? I might have learned how to be a bit quicker. That's usually what happens after I experience one of these. Okay, let's go to number 5 and get right into this, guys. So number 5 is, again, just my opinions, guys. We received Steve Bernier and a 2008 first rounder, which became Tyler Ennis. This was on February 26th, 2008. This trade. And we sent Brian Campbell. Brian Campbell, and actually a 2008 7th rounder. Brian Campbell is one of my favorites. Oh, my dog's in here, so I got to be careful. Sorry, Tequila. Stay over there. We have, I know Bernier did okay in the beginning. You might recall, if I'm right, in his first game, didn't he get 2 goals? Maybe one of you guys can remind me. I know he scored for sure. And I remember Rick Jenneret saying, "Welcome to Buffalo, Mr. Bernier," or something like that. I think he got 2 goals his first game, but maybe one of you guys could let me know, because that's just a memory I have. And I thought of it last night, but I don't think there's any way I could even, I probably could have checked it up, but what the heck. Okay, number 4. And you guys might look at that and say, well, that's not a horrible trade. Guys, if you look at our history, seriously, there's a reason we had 4 decades of winning. We didn't get hosed in very many trades, guys, historically speaking. I'm not joking. I was actually surprised. I looked through it, I'm like, I had to pull teeth to get 5. Sabres historically did very good in trades, guys. Very good. Just like finding goaltending. All right, number 4. I put it on this side. I'm just going to put the 2 main names after. Some of you guys, this is your favorite one, I'm sure. The Ryan O'Reilly deal. We got the amazing Vladimir Sobolka, Patrick Berglund, and of course the key piece to this puzzle is Tage Thompson, who we all know is going to light it up again next game, don't we? Here's the thing why I have it 4th, okay? People are going to say that should be higher. Not yet, no. And it might never go as higher than 3rd in my books. 2019 first rounder, Ryan Johnson. He's still 19 years old, folks, and still developing. We got to see what this guy becomes before we can judge this whole thing. And we got to see what return we can get, because one of you guys were telling me we should trade Thompson now. Very good idea, actually. I never even thought of that. Whoever told me that was right. And before I forget, because then I'm going to feel like an idiot, I want to put a shout out to Chewy. Sorry, Chewy, I should have said it at the beginning, but Chewy got on me the other day. He says, why don't you do a video on worst and best trades? So I split it into 2 videos. It's easier this way and more organized. So let's see what happens at Ryan Johnson before we decide how hosed we got in this deal, guys. I'm serious. Because the Ryan O'Reilly that went to St. Louis, I'm going to put it right out there. He was never like that in Buffalo. Please don't say was, please. This guy was getting paid, like, what was it, $7.5 million to win faceoffs. No. He just wasn't the same guy when he went over there. Let's be honest here. He went over to a winning culture, and it changed him. So the Ryan O'Reilly that we traded would have stayed the same with us, guys. He wasn't going to be that Conn Smythe guy with the Sabres. It never would have happened. So take a look at our mess right now. Come on. This guy right now would be crying to get out of Buffalo if he was still here. And we also got a second rounder this year. Let's see what happens with these before we decide how hosed we got. I'm always a big believer. If this Ryan Johnson kid really develops into like a top 2-4 defenseman, how hosed did we really get, you know? And if Tage continues his amazing play, you know, oh God, I don't want to jinx it. So Sabres got, I'm going to put Tage and our first and second rounder. Let's just put first and second rounder. I don't even want to put their names there yet. And ROR went over to, oh, I didn't put, sorry about that. My bad. Sharks, I didn't put. And Ryan O'Reilly Blues. And where are we? July 1st. You got to remember, Bots was under the gun to move him. And it was July 1st, guys. And July 1st was the deadline for him to get his signing bonus. A lot of people might forget that, but Bots was down to hours to get this done. So he didn't have much leverage. He really didn't. Just saying. Okay, where are we now? We're up there. We got 4. Now let's go number 3. Yeah, this one for me is a big one, actually. Some of you might still remember these names. For you that don't know these names, I wish I was your age again. I'll explain it in a second. When we traded Andre Savard for Peter Mcnabb. Now here's the thing with this deal. This was trading of the rights because they were both able to sign with anybody, but we traded the rights of each player to keep it simple, and it went smooth, and both players signed with each team. So in a way, you know, we still got something back. But still, I mean, to not get Mcnabb signed was crazy because we seen with Boston. I'm going to put what he did with Boston really quick. Okay, he had 4 seasons with 35 or more goals and 2 with 40 or more in the 6 years in Boston. Well, he played 8 years there. But let's say, that, you know, in these first 6 years in Boston, he got 35 goals or 40, 6 straight years. 35 goals and up. And Savard didn't do very well. I still remember him being on the ice when Brad Parks scored that goal. I still remember that. God. He did get a 30-goal season to his defense. 120, I think 25, I read it. I just read it before, I can't remember. Pretty sure it was 25, and he had a 30-goal season also. 31, I believe. So, yeah, we lost that deal too. But if you take a look at historically, we're not getting killed here, guys. Go look at our history and you'll see what I'm saying. We don't get killed in trades. We just don't. It's weird. You would think where we're at now, all these things happen, but no, we had 4 winning decades, man. All right, number 2. And this was, where is it? Yeah, what's a straight up trade? When we traded René Robert for John Van Boxmeer. And you know what? Again, we didn't really get ripped off, guys. We really didn't. You know, Van Boxmeer was a very steady defenseman who even played forward sometimes. He was very steady. He really was. But to break up the French connection, it almost seemed unholy. You know what I mean? It's like, what I would have given to seeing Scotty Bowman actually coach the French connection for a full season. I would have loved to seen just 1 season at least. But they gave Bowman the keys to the building, and the first thing he did is he broke up the French connection. We had a great year. We still had an amazing season. Van Boxmeer fit right in. So it wasn't a slam. But for me, it's more of a personal thing, I guess, that we broke up the French connection. You know, it's just, It's the reason why, you know, Robert statue's outside there, you know, where you guys live. I mean, there's a reason, you know. It's like, anyway, it kind of sucks. And drum roll, please. When the Sabres traded Dominic Hasek, and at the time, I think we kind of all seen it coming, you know. We knew he wanted a shot at a cup, and rightfully so, guys, rightfully so. But for me, it was the worst because, you know, Vyacheslav Kozlov didn't really turn out that good, as you might remember. And the 2002 first rounder that came with that was Jim Slater. Didn't have a very good career. I went and looked him up, and I knew the name, but I don't remember him at all. It's weird, eh? Some of these guys that played, I just don't remember sometimes. That was June the 30th, 2001. And you know, it was on the eve of July 1st. Anyway, look, Hasek, it was time, you know, it was just time, guys. And it was time for Hasek to go. It sucked that we moved him, though. But I mean, I would have loved Hasek to stick around and, you know, do some more of the magic that we were used to for so long, right? So. But you know what, guys? That's what I came up with. Maybe you'll tell me something, you'll point out something I missed. We don't get slammed. Historically speaking, this Ryan O'Reilly deal burned a lot, especially when he went on and won the Conn Smythe, right? I mean, of course, we were like all pulling our hair out, but at the time of the deal, I wasn't against it. I really wasn't, because we knew somebody was going to have to move. It was either him or Sam at the time, remember? You know what I mean? It's we opened up that cap, we took on some, and then we had some flakes that came back in the deal. Who we got back was the biggest problem. I mean, the Tage could be the dark horse, the wild card that's in there, but again, when you look at it, let's see what happens with Ryan Johnson. Let's see, before we write this trade off as a disaster. Let's see. Let's see if the kid becomes a stud in the league. We don't know yet. He's 19, guys. We don't know. So, you know, he was only 17 at the time when we got him, and you know, he's 19 now. He's still going to be 19 even this upcoming draft. I checked his birth date's in July. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's, you know, well, it depends. I got to check the date if we're doing the draft, by the way. I think we're keeping up to schedule, I think, but I have to check it. I don't know with this COVID world now, guys. Everything's so gone crazy. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to get that out there. So thanks, Chewy, for the idea. Guys, throw me some ideas for videos. I don't mind, really, you know. Something where I can do research and dig it up and we'll break it down and look at things, you know, if you want. Because right now, there's no game tonight, and I don't mind doing projects here and there, you know? So, okay, that's it. And I'm very curious to see if I'm at the 15-minute mark. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you had fun with this. I'll see you later on. Have a good one.